Hey, this is Pops, and you're watching a clip from one of my comic book talks. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday for Comic Book Wednesday content. Coming up soon will be Comic Book Talks with Wakazashi Tea House, so you don't want to miss that. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you so much.
Yeah. Right? And I'm not playing no games.
I want to stick with Marvel for a minute. I hadn't really done anything on Moon Knight or What If. I know they had their Disney shows. I don't even know if we're going to get a season 2 or not. And then I ran across this. I ran across this Dark Moon Knight What If book, and I'm like, this is the perfect storm of the one that they will do. I You're not going to believe. Well, you will. You'll believe because it's who they are. This is pretty much what you expect it to be. So it's set up actually pretty nicely and it's explained well. They give Khonshu a chance to narrate a little bit about how there's infinite outcomes, and then there's not all outcomes are positive, which is interesting because of how this goes. So you have Mark Spector doing a battle here early on. You have this fight. He's not doing well, and he's looking for Marlene. And then, where's Marlene? And she's right there. She's got this gun, and she's backing him up. But then he looks away too long, and then he is stabbed and killed. Okay, so that's pretty much how this goes. And it's like, well, I didn't think he could die, right? That's kind of how it's all set up. And then you have a funeral scene with all these different characters here, and the Avengers and such. And then she says her goodbyes, and then she's there in the museum talking about Khonshu and things like that, mad. And then she breaks something, and then when she does, she hears the voice. You're hurting my child. Who said that? That glow. It seems like a sun or a summer day. See, the box is glowing. So what she's being faced with is actually Ra. And Ra turns her into the Luminary, the Dark Moon Knight. That's correct. So she was girl boss. And here's Khonshu explaining, what she's doing and how she's trying to do for good and all of that. But when she has her opportunity, she gets very violent. And look at her. She's girl bossing. Look at this guy's face. Oh, choking him out. Yeah. All right. And then it's so girl bossy, right? So it's like, take your hands off. You think that you are not afraid, but we have many creative ways of instilling fear, because he has Moon Knight's trophy basically for killing Moon Knight. So she beats him down and chokes him. How's that for being creative? This has to end. Please help me, Ra. Says, so it shall be, my luminary. And then she bursts into this super hero fight scene, thrashing men, and then goes in here to deal with the guy that killed Mark. Okay. So that's what's happening here. And she's got all these like super cool powers and things that she can do, and starts to have this big fight scene and taking him out, blinding him, no mercy, just being terrible and evil. She got stabbed, by the way. I will send you to your father. I will send you to Spectre. Joke, joke, joke. Use the light within you, child. That's right. She has so much power inside of her. If she could just tap into her inner light. Yes, that's what they do. Oh my God, it's so bad. Her inner light saves the day and blasts him. And then she has the thing from Mark that was on the desk, and she stabs him in that, take care of him. And then she's in the hospital and she sort of hallucinates about being, where she is and seeing Mark and whatever. But it's like, it's not her time. It's not her time. You see, she's got so much to do. She's now become a hero, right? So, but she's not really Marlene anymore, is she? No, she is Ra. And then we get our narration. No matter the timeline, the sun and the moon will always rise, and with their light comes shadows. How one attends to those shadows determines their own fate. So be mindful of the shadows and the light. In other words, she's not going to be a real positive heroine that you might think she would be. So I thought it was interesting in the sense of total girl boss story. Totally fits Disney Plus. How could they not adapt that? It's like put the softball on the tee. What if Dark Moon Knight coming. I almost feel like I'm calling my shots. I feel like it was written to get adapted. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say here. So anyway, that's my take on it.